Good morning. Welcome back. It is Monday morning, and I'm just finishing up working in the studio. I'm about to get ready to do some exercising. I was setting up some ads. I just scheduled a newsletter to go out because I have a bunch of books on sale in a on this one platform that's going to go live the 1st of July. I'm going to be running for the full month of July. So I have that going on. And that was pretty much all I got done this morning. I knew that's what it was going to be, but I wanted to focus on had to get the ad placements up right away so that I could, sorry, rain, it's fogging. It's morning, what can I say? I had to get the ad placements up right away so that I could build some excitement. Only a week excitement, but that's okay. Because then it goes for the month of July, so I can still, during July, I'll be doing like little targeted promotions going, hey, all these books are on sale. Please check them out. And that sort of thing. So it's going to be kind of exciting. And getting me back into trying to promote books and stuff like that because I've changed gears a little bit and was beginning to focus more on my comics again. The books that are out there need to maintain some level of presence, so I have to start marketing those while I'm working on my comics. So there we go. And then vice versa will happen when I'm working on books, and I'll be promoting comics. Forever promoting. That's just the way it is. Alrighty, so I will talk to you after work this evening. Okay, so I'm off work, and I'm probably going to go for a bit of a walk again. I don't know if I'm going to go in the forest again. Hopefully I can, but I'm just not really sure because I'm working on it. I need to get my energy back. Saw the doctor. Well, I didn't see the doctor, talked to the doctor. So, working on this. It's just, everything's like draining, and I just have to wait until everything stops. Apparently. I'm going to be seeing another doctor about that as well, so we'll see. But that's neither here nor there. I'm going to, I'm going to probably go for a walk and then make some dinner. Not sure what that's going to be. Something light, probably. I had a really heavy lunch, which is good because I'm trying to keep up my food because I don't want this to be anything else other than just a bit of a cough and like a tickle and everything like that. If it can stay as that, that's fine. Yeah. But I still have to get on to work. I still have to live my life even though I've got this going on. And ruling things out like serious issues like pneumonia or like bronchitis. If it's neither of those two things, because my chest is clear, then I just need to like deal with stuff and continue working through it and pushing through it because I can push through it without damaging. Like, so that's the thing. If I think I will hurt myself or damage myself in doing this, then I need to pull back. But as long as it's not that, then I will just push through, and eventually things will like clear up, and I'll be fine. That's my theory anyway. Neither here nor there. So without further ado, I'm gonna go for a quick walk, and a bit of a walk and everything like that, and then I'll probably talk to you tonight as I work on comics, because it's probably gonna be a comic night. Maybe start working on some of the formatting for Voice in the Darkness, the novel, because I have to do scene breakdowns for it. The ones I lost, I have to redo. So here we go. Alrighty, I will talk to you all again later. Okay, so I just finished dinner, and now I'm working, just sitting down to get to work. It's 7 o'clock, so this is gonna be it. It's also Monday, so I am moving slower, plus whatever this is going on. Yeah, so yay. Brain slow processing. I'm just kind of disappointed because it means I'm not going to get a lot done tonight. I'm just going to have to push on and get what I can get done. Get what I can get done. So tonight, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be working on comics, and yeah, basically just working on comics. I was thinking about doing some. I might later on tonight settle into doing some scene breakdowns in the novel, so I can just like set all the POV scenes like I had before. So lamenting this, like it's one of those times where even though I was trying to save it and have backups, it didn't back up. It didn't have a secondary backup for whatever reason. It's just not there. And then the file corrupted. So there's just, and I continue harping on about it because, like, I know that I needed to do backups. I thought I had backups. They weren't there. So, yeah, lesson learned, I guess. And on that happy note, I'm going to get to work rather than chit chat. So, I'll talk to you in a little bit. Good morning. So, I'm just sitting down to the office after doing a quick bit of exercising. Yeah, so I got some really exciting news yesterday that a commission that I'd been talking about a while back, they're actually interested in the piece if I finished it. So I'm going to finish that up for them, which is really exciting. I just like doing commission pieces, and I like kind of, I don't know, it's fun. So I'm going to be working on the commission, starting and then finishing the commission piece, because I did some preliminary sketches for it, but I didn't actually finish it. So now I'm going to get all the parts I need for the piece, and then, which means I have to do some research, because it's not just a simple painting. It's got like extra stuff on it. I might show it to you once it's done, but we'll see. Yeah, so that's kind of my morning, is just doing a little bit of research, and then possibly, and then I have to set up some more promotions. I really just have to focus on getting promotions ready. So yeah, that be that. Nice and simple, very short. Alrighty. And yeah, on that note, I will talk to you, pardon me, after I'm done work. Okay, so mock work. This time I'm not going to drive, so yeah, just kind of give kind of quick thoughts before I like head into like working on stuff this evening. So I can kind of plan out what I'm planning on doing this evening. My focus, I want to be on comics more, but I also have to work on the commission, which I can't really do until I find like the canvas, and I need to respond to him. If I don't respond to him, then that's just not gonna work, because I have to respond to the guy, let him know I'm working on it, and I should be finishing it up in the next little while. I started pricing out like cost. Rhinestones are really expensive, guys. Like, they're really, really are expensive. I don't even know why. Like, I don't know. I think maybe if I can find them. Like, I just want, for what I'm doing, like, I need rhinestones. I'll show it once I'm done, to kind of like show off for people. But yeah, there's that. I need to review some ad stuff, but I really want to work on comics tonight, so I can kind of touch on like a few things. And I do want to get some more scenes worked on. Actually, I want to get any scenes worked on. I didn't get any scenes worked on before, and I was kind of hoping on doing that, but then I just like started coughing really bad, and my night ended early. We'll just call it that. So now I'm just going to be trying to every day trying to get better, heal, you know. Yeah, that just sounded like a health update. But I kind of want to show off my comics. Today is supposed to be Draw a Bad Comic Day, and I would love to. It would be great if I wasn't working today, if I wasn't trying to get other stuff done. I mean, some would argue that all of my comics are bad, and one guy already used that, so I can't use that for mine, which is unfortunate, because I don't want to be the second person who's like already says that. But I don't know. Yeah, basically, so I want to go for a quick walk today. I'm not going to go for a very long walk, just because I don't like the weather out right now. I don't really have a jacket, or I have a sweater, but meh. Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna try and think about trying to get my head into like in the game of like, what am I doing right now? Well, I did some, because I wanted to do this one. I was trying to do an update for one of my webcomics, and because they're based on people I know, I was looking at some old pictures and really kind of had to, I don't know, I just kind of like went down nostalgia, because that's kind of the nice thing about doing comics like that. The nice thing about it is that doing comics that they're based on people, you kind of get a chance to kind of get a little bit of it, especially like when they're so old. Like right now, these people are like this, like we're talking like 15 years gone, like, well, not gone, like, but just 15 years ago is when like all this stuff happened. So we were like much different people. We were so much younger then. And it's just hilarious, because you're just like, wow. Actually, even longer than that. It's like, what? We're coming up, no, it's 20 years, like 20 years ago. Because that's why I'm having the anniversary and everything. It's 20 years. And so the stuff is all fresh, and people are so different from where they used to be. Editing Beth here. So that was me driving home on Tuesday evening. And yeah, I basically was just talking about the nostalgia of working on a comic based on fictionalized events in my friends' lives. I talk about it a lot throughout the video series. Anyway, so from there, you will see me cut to Tuesday evening in my office. But I just wanted to kind of do a little bit more of a transition there, because that just cuts off. Because I didn't film a piece afterwards saying, I'll talk to you in a little bit. So I'll talk to you in a little bit. Alrighty. It is Tuesday evening. And I finished dinner. And now I just answered an email. Next thing up is to start working on some comics. Like you do. I also I think I might need to do some like sketchbook. Sketchbook is in, I hate it when I do that. I left my sketchbook in my bag, which means I have to leave the office, and I just got settled. Okay, well, that thing's gonna happen as well. But I just need to get myself set up in the office, and then I can get some I might just work on the comic. It's right there. I may as well try and finish this page. I'm stuck in like the middle of of a detailed background scene, and it's just, they're so long and tedious. I mean, I could just like do like shorthand for it, and I do shorthand, but my shorthand is still really detailed because I am a sucker for punishment. And also, I just like having the detail in there. And I'm not working on a specific deadline, so And I'm not working for a big conglomerate, I'm working for myself with the only satisfaction out of this comic being that I will finish it. That's it. I mean, maybe some people will be very lovely and read the comic, but it's first and foremost because I just want to finish the story. Like, it really, I don't know what it is about this stupid story, but I just need to finish it. Like, I tried putting it away, and then I started working on it again. I said, by the way, guys, I'm ending the comic, and as soon as I did that, now I'm started. I had ideas for the next issue in order to pull it through to the, like, in order to progress it through the plot points. Like, I don't know what my brain is thinking, because it's not even like, it is also the one comic that is a slice of life. Like, everything else has this very specific, like, they're all like either fantasy or science fiction. And then I have this one random, like, yes, I'm gonna start ranting now, but it's just annoying because it's like this one random slice of life comic. It's the only one I have, and yet here it is. I don't know. It's not like fantastic. I don't call it fantastic art. I just have a lot of fun telling the story. The semi-real, semi-made-up story of my friends. I don't know. Anyway, so that's that. I could keep on talking about it, or I can just finish working on it. So I'm going to go do that then, and I will talk to you all again later. Again, I might show you guys progress of it, but it's, right now, it's looking rough, people. It's looking rough. Maybe I'll show that to you right now to show you where I'm at with it. Okay, hold on. Okay, so as you can see, I have panel 1, panel 2, this is what I'm working on right now, is panel 3. Even like when I get to panel 4, that's even gonna be faster because it's just a silhouette and people. But this thing is taking forever and ever. I just have to keep on like, just when I think I'm done, there's more things I have to color in here and more in there. Like, you can see it's a crowd background scene, but it's just like, it just takes so long, and I still have to shade in the back there because that's not really all of this, like all of this background right here, all of that needs to be shaded, and under there needs to be shaded, and that needs to be colored, well, shaded, because it's all black and white, you know, and then that there's like missing spots there. Anyway, yeah, a lot of work to get done, and it just drags on. Hence why I have coffee. So without further ado, I'm going to start getting this done, because I'd like to have this page done so I can start the next page or switch over to my other comic. But ideally, I'd like to get as many of these pages done as possible. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Okay. I can't even explain to you my setup right now, but let's just say it's amusing and more than a little ironic. Anyway, I've come to that time in my vlog where I feel the need to like ramble on again, basically sit here and talk about my feelings about YouTube, specifically me on YouTube, and why I will never have a massive following. I appreciate everybody who does follow me, but I recognize that there are so many reasons why I will not be a million. There will be there's a million reasons why I will not be top 10 on YouTube. Nor do and I'm not going to aspire to. Partly because I love making videos. They're so much fun. So I'm here for that. But monetization is, what is that? Monetization is for people who have a clear, defined channel. I do not have that. I'm going to do what I'm going to do on this channel, which is tell stories, do studio vlogs where I'm talking about what I'm working on. And I don't fit into most of the categories because I do some art. So I have an art vlog. I'm interested in comics, so occasionally there's going to be the comic vlog. I have like a whole bunch of, you can kind of see them here, short boxes, long boxes. I have comics, so I like to go do deep dives into those. I have lots of books, so I like doing that too. I need to lean more into that, but I do some reading out loud because I inherited my dad's manuscripts, so I'm reading them out loud as a way of editing, and also just to kind of provide content and, just tell a story basically, which is kind of what ties everything in together, is I'm communicating visually or I'm telling a story. One of those two things. But, so I'm not really, I'm an artist. I'm also an editor. I do some writing as well. So I guess I could be on AuthorTube, I guess, but I also, but there's like the art, there's the books. I also work on comics as well as enjoy reading them. So do I go, and I also enjoy reading. Does that mean I go onto like BookTube? BookTube, yeah. I have too many wide flung things going on. And also I like doing actual play. So that's another thing which is completely different, but it still ties in because one of the things I want to actual play, is I want to finish this story that my dad was working on, and these are stories based on a D&D campaign. So I kind of want to do an extension of that as a way of telling the story. So I don't know. If you know what my lane should be, please let me know. Pardon me. Until then, I'm just going to continue calling it, my Moongate Studios vlog. And I'll be doing my studio vlogs. And then I hope to be doing some read aloud soon. I have to get over this because I can barely talk for like 5-10 minutes before this starts rumbling. I hope to get it resolved soon, but I don't know. There's a lot out of my hands here. I realize I feel like I'm not providing enough, well, maybe not enough entertainment. So I feel like maybe I should be talking about things that I know that I can talk about, like as in lessons learned, education, that sort of thing. I don't know, because otherwise it just feels like I'm doing these vlogs and there's not really a purpose otherwise, other than marking like some of it. Like for the studio vlog, I guess I'm like looking at what I was doing and what I was my my thought process, which is handy. Then I can kind of go back to old vlogs and look at them and see where I was at a point in life. Kind of the way I do my journals and stuff like that too. So that's kind of helpful. And yeah, I mean, they serve more purposes for me than for you guys. But I mean, if you find them entertaining, I'm really happy. Um, I'll probably do some more. I don't know. I guess you can tell I also like to hike in the forest because I live in BC where there's lots of trees. And if you're from the States, it's basically like Seattle or Portland. More like Seattle because we're right on the water. More like that, yeah. Only Canadian. Yeah. I think I thought I had like a lot more to say about things, but I really don't. So I'll just delve into the rest of my studio vlog and what I'm planning to do tonight. Tonight was going to be a night where I actually try and sew another goblin because I want to get the goblins done. And I'm thinking every Wednesday I'll just do another creature, and then maybe on weekends I'll do some sewing too. But I need to get this like hurried up and started because I'd like to start. And I'm announcing things, but I'm not really announcing. This is not official. I refuse to be official about it. But I'd like to start my actual play, which is the project I was working on, which I just realized Well, I think I might have mentioned it on the blog before, though, like half-heartedly. But yeah, that's the thing. I'd like to do an actual play. I'm not really sure what system I'm going to be using yet. I'm kind of almost drawn to creating my own system, which you're just like, oh my god, why? Why would you start another project? But it's really more so that it's kind of personal for me, not necessarily, and also so I can streamline it for when because I'll be solo playing, which means I have to have a lot of stuff in order to like accomplish this. So I need to have in some way it would be ideal to have my own like system, so that I can just like do chunks and be like, okay, this is the story, this is how it happens. Because this can be a lot more random than your normal campaign, because I'm not sure, like there's stuff where I'm not really sure what happens. So yeah, that is a thing that also will be happening. But yeah, for now I need to sew goblins. And I need to finish the goblins I have. I also need to work on the wall, because the wall that I did create it's not textured. It's just this block. I don't like it. And I was thinking about taking like the felt off and starting again. But I might just see if I can try and like sew it, maybe. I'll see if I can sew it, because I kind of want to like make it look like it's actual stonework. Because right now it just looks like basically like this, only covered with felt, which is not helpful. It's square, it's blocky, it's not imaginative, it has no texture to it, it doesn't look cool, and I'm at a stage now in my creative field where if it doesn't look cool, it just needs to be redone. So I'm going to redo it and make it look cool. That's probably a later project. I don't know. Maybe if I get tired of working on the goblin tonight, because I have to hand sew it, because they're so tiny. I can't just simply whip that off on a sewing machine, because they're just like mean. If you watch the vlog of me creating them, they're this big. So you can't, anyway, yeah. So I think that's my night for tonight. I keep on saying that I want to do the scene breakdown. And maybe I'll sit there and do the scene breakdown as I'm waiting for dinner. Which just reminds me that I forgot to set the timer for that. So I'm gonna go set my food ready to go. And then I'm gonna work on the scene breakdown while I'm waiting for dinner. Really real this time. Alrighty. This part got a little bit chatty, more chatty than usual. And my voice is not liking it. So I will endeavor to go rest my voice, make dinner, do the things, and I will talk to you in a little bit. Okay, so quick note. It's after dinner. And I know how I said I had like told her a big plan of what I was doing. I was wrong. Apparently, I am going to be editing almost 2 hours, well, an hour and a half of footage. So I need to figure out what those days are, where they end, because I've lost track of the vlog. And so I have to edit that down considerably. There might be 2 vlogs there. I'm not sure. I won't know until I finish listening to them. But that's happening tonight, so I can get it out, because it was supposed to be out this morning, and it's now going to be out tomorrow morning. Because, sorry, as I'm jiggling the camera. But, yeah, I'm concerned about the coherency of the videos, because I know that when I was, like, more sick than I am now, I'm still sick, but I'm on the mend. I'm feeling better. Slowly but surely. Not back up to top form, but that's okay. It's all going to be in stages. Neither here nor there. But I have a lot of video editing to do. I have to figure out what's what here, organize it, and then post it. So I will talk to you all then later. Hi everybody. It's Thursday morning. And yeah, I spent all of last night just editing half of what I had for footage. And this, honestly, is because basically from like the beginning, like basically 3 weeks of footage, I didn't realize I had that much. So like the first vlog that went up, and it went up last night, had like 2 weeks worth, but not really 2 weeks, because I had time off when I got really sick. And yep, still in recovery mode, but anyway, so this morning I'm going to try and finish editing the other half of it. I'm going to try and do this really quickly, but I anticipate I'm going to probably do part of it this morning and the rest when I get home, and then I can work on other stuff. I didn't want that to be like a big part of what I was doing, though. That's my only thing, is that I'm okay with working with like posting like videos and vlogs, but I don't want it to detract from my actual day-to-day. But it was kind of nice to have like a little bit of a break, because I've been like working pretty hard on stuff, all trying to, and with like very limited energy right now. So really trying to push myself, but not too hard, which is a careful balance right now. Yeah, so my main thing is trying to get as much of the video done as I can, and then tonight finish up the video, and then I think I keep on saying it every day. I've been saying, and then work on the scene breakdowns. We'll see. We'll see if that actually happens. I'll let you know. Anyway, I'll talk to you this evening. So, yeah, talk to you in a little bit here. Okay, so it's after dinner, and tonight is a bad night for me. You can kind of hear my voice going in and out. That's because, like I said, it's been a bad night. So I'm just going to take some time. I'm going to see if I can upload a vlog tonight. I'm not going to force myself though. I'm just waiting for a show to wrap up, and then once the show's wrapped up, if I haven't gotten the vlog uploaded, if I haven't got the vlog uploaded, then I'm just going to call it a night, and I need to go and have a shower and try and like relax my chest so that I'm breathing properly again. I know it sounds really bad. It's honestly, I'm pretty sure it's just like sinuses that are draining and causing all kinds of irritation. As soon as this goes away, everything else will be fine, but until this goes away, I'm getting a hot mess. So I also have some decongestants I need to take. It'll be a whole thing. I'm hoping that if I can loosen my chest up enough and get myself calmed down, my body calmed down enough, I'll be able to do some work while I'm like in the bath. But we'll see. I don't have high hopes for today. Work with what we got. One little thing at a time. So anyway, I will talk to you again later, and as always, if I have anything to show during the evening, I will show it, but not likely. Alrighty, talk to you later. Good morning. It is Friday morning. Okay, so health update, I guess, because that's where I'm at right now. I mean, it's just gonna be one of those things until I get better that I'll be doing that. But I have on new medication, and I have a good feeling about it because it's supposed to help my breathing, which will in turn make things a lot more productive. So I'm hoping it's gonna take a few days for this all to kick in, but once it kicks in, then I'll at least be able to start getting back to normal and build everything back up again. But anyway, enough about that. What did I do last night? I think in this, because I'm not feeling well, it's important to like talk about every single thing I did get done because it's important to celebrate every single thing you do, because that way you can build up on it. You go, yes, you did this, but now you can do this and this, and then I can watch the progression, as it were. Okay, so basically, what I did last night was I broke out the Scrivener file into chapters, and they're little file folders for the chapters, which will eventually have all the scenes in them. So it wasn't much. It was just creating 20 folders for each of the 20 chapters, but it helps push me along. And I can look at this because I remember my dad, who was sick, very sick for a long part of his life. And he said, like, as long as you can just get, like, for him, he was a writer, so he'd be like, I just need to get one sentence a day. If I get one sentence in on my worst days, I've made it. You know, I will accomplish something. And looking back on that, he really did. Like one sentence a day got him over 50 novels that I'm now having to publish. So each little thing contributes. So you may not get like a whole entire page done of comics. You may not, write, 5,000 words in a day, but even tackling a small amount of that in a day, no matter what it is, of the creative process, being like, oh, doing a quick sketch, which is a point. In fact, I actually got, that's another thing I did, was I drew and uploaded a picture, a pinup picture for one of the comics. So that also happened, and I didn't bother saying that. But this is why I like having the vlogs, because I can talk about what I did in the day, which is important. It's important to be able to reflect back on what you've done, because there'll be days where you may not feel like you've done anything, but you actually did a bunch of small things, and you filled your day with all these small things you got done, instead of like one big thing. Or if you write it down and you'll say, I did A, but A actually folded out. Well, you didn't just do A. You did, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 parts of, there were steps within A. So, also really important. Yeah. Anyway, that little blather is about progress and how it's important to track progress so you can acknowledge your progress. I think that's what it is. Which is something of what these vlogs are for me, so I can look back on it. Because when I'm doing the editing, it's kind of nice to like look on them and review what I've done, because it does help me and help motivate me. So I really like doing it. If for nobody else, then just for me. But I appreciate you guys too, so it's nice to have you guys along with it. Next week I hope I'll have a lot more art. This was not a very art-filled vlog, just me talking about stuff, but I hope to have more art. So I'll do that next week. Anyway, I will talk to you all this evening. Okay, I just got off work, and it's been a very Friday. I could have tried to push myself to do laundry, but not a good idea. So I'm just going to put it off until tomorrow when I'm out anyway. And I'm just going to go do laundry after that. But, so as a result, tonight what I'm going to do with the little energy I have left is I'm going to finish working on the stickers that I wanted to get done. Super excited about this. Like the stickers, but like I want to try and get little images done, and then it'll be like my first sticker sheet rather than just individual stickers, which will be that'll be its own thing. But I just got really inspired by this one girl that I met in at the Saskatoon Expo. She just had like just a wall of stickers, right? And while I don't want that to be my mainstay of my business, I really think I can do some really cool stuff. I'm going to be really excited about having all these, like, just these little figures. So, but the other thing I want to do is sticker sheets. So I have like the initial drawings for one set of them, and then I had an idea for another set. Other than that, the rest will all be like singles, or it'll be all the same. Just like I'll do some series of stickers that just have like all the same whatever. Because I have a lot of artwork that just focuses on one figure, and they're all different styles, so I can't put them together, like as you saw with the earlier Caterfly. But these, like, I'm gonna have some deliberate sticker sheets I'm gonna create that are gonna have like Caterflies, and they're also gonna have I'm gonna do other versions of sticker sheets. But for right now, working on Caterflies, and that's what I'm working on tonight. Yeah, so I will probably show you little bits as I work on them. So I will talk to you all again really soon. Hi, editing Beth here. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of round out the vlog here. lot of stuff went on there, lots of rambling. Wow. Yeah, my last week was a really rough week. I could tell that there was like a lot of brain fog going on because I was getting over being sick. And as you can see, it's like some of it was just, I was so sick, I just should have just been like resting. But I'm not good at resting. I'm never good at resting. But I did want to show because I feel like I don't know that I actually took any videos, but if I did, I will show them later. But there are some of the stuff I worked on over the weekend, so they still have to be finished. I know that I did some videos of it, but I just kind of wanted to show off that this did actually happen. I'll go over like the process of that, but it's there. It happened. And I'm closer. I just have to finish doing watercolor. I'll probably be doing that this evening. Now I'm doing my own little update within an update. What am I doing? I'm trying to sign off. Anyway, I'll talk to you all again in the next vlog. Good night.